Well, hello, glorious people of the interwebs, and welcome to Conqueror's Blade, a medieval PvP and PvE siege and skirmish game that has kind of flown under the radar for me for a few months now since it's been released, but over the past 2 weeks I've been playing a lot and really been enjoying my time. I just hit level 45 and I'm trying to level up all of my units to become even more powerful, and I've been having a lot of fun. I do want to say thank you to Conqueror's Blade for sponsoring this video and allowing me to be able to bring it to the channel for all of you. And if you do find yourselves enjoying this video and you want to see more or even live streams, definitely make sure to hit that like button and let me know in the comments below. But also, if you want to try Conqueror's Blade for yourself, it is a free-to-play game, and I will have a link down in the description below, and if you use that link and sign up for the event, you can play the game and download it for free and get a ton of free items that'll help level up your character and units even faster and be able to be a conqueror in Conqueror's Blade. So you're probably still wondering, what is Conqueror's Blade? Well, we're going to be doing a lot of gameplay in this video to kind of show off the sieges and what to expect when you're playing this game, but there is a lot into it, and it would take a few videos to really go in depth into everything that's available in Conqueror's Blade. And this is a free-to-play game, so do keep that in mind. And there is the Season 2 right now, which I did purchase the Season 2 Battle Pass, which allows you to get a bunch of like cosmetic items and in-game items like siege equipment, different attire for your character and for your units. So that is available right now if you want to purchase that. But there is really no mandatory purchases in the game. Especially if you use the link in the description below, you'll get all the nice XP boosts, which will help you level up extremely quickly anyways. But regardless, what you're going to be doing in this game is there's going to be 15 versus 15 siege battles, where one team tries to defend a castle and another team tries to take over points within the castle. So you're going to be trying to basically keep the other team out of the castle walls. If they do breach the walls, which they inevitably will, you have to defend different points of interest within your castle, and if you lose all of those points, then you lose. And it's a really fun game mode, and for those of you that don't know, basically capturing points is like one of my favorite game modes in any game that I've ever played, so having that in a medieval siege game is just a lot of fun. There are 10 different weapons that you can use, and I've been playing the dual blades, and I've really enjoyed it. They're kind of like this sneaky character that can do a lot of damage, but is super duper squishy. But there are a bunch of different weapons that you can use, and we can go over those now real quick. Now, before we get into more about the sieges, you do have the ability to play with 10 different weapons. I've been using the dual blades and got up to level 45 so far with it. Been really enjoying the dual blades. They're basically just this high damage, very squishy character that allows you to just deal a lot of damage and then spoop yourself away. And I've been slowly working on leveling up all of my skills. But you can actually be many different classes, or you can just focus on one. Right now I've been focusing on the dual blades, but you do have the sword and shield, which I can unlock for another 100 mastery points if I wanted to, and I already have 688, so I could unlock 6 more classes if I wanted to. We've got the glaive, the bow, the musket, the short bow. I think I'm actually going to unlock the short bow because it does really come in clutch for defending certain areas, but I do like being up close and personal. The Nodachi looks like a lot of fun. Honestly, all of the jobs look like they are definitely useful in certain situations. I like the longsword and shield, the spear, the poleaxe. You can really pick many different gameplay styles, and then you can adjust them to your own personal play style on your own. Now, earlier in the video, I mentioned if you use the link in the description, you'll get some free items, and these will really help you level up quickly in the game. You're gonna get 3 of each of the unit and hero XP cards, but you're not going to get these measly 1 battle unit XP cards. You're going to get 3 of each of the 10 battle unit XP cards, which is going to net you a ton of experience and allow you to level up quickly. You'll also get some siege equipment, which is going to allow you to deal more damage to units and heroes within the game, which is very, very useful. So definitely make sure to take advantage of that if you can. So picking your class in Conqueror's Blade is really only half the battle. If you really want to succeed at this game, you're going to need to be a good commander and have a good sense of the battlefield. Now there are over 55 units in the game, and they can be leveled up in various different ways. If we bring up the actual unit tab here, you can see all the units that I have unlocked, and there's various ways to do that. You can unlock units through the unit tree here, and unlocking various skills here like the regular drill and the brace for impact will eventually allow me to pick up something like the halberdiers or the prefecture pikemen. Now actually for a low tier unit, the pike militia is actually one of the best in the game, so I've been focusing on using these guys and getting them leveled up, and then eventually I'll get into the higher tier eras and higher tier units, which will allow me to be a more powerful character, because not only is there PvP in the game, but it really focuses on using units and using them effectively. Now, not only can you unlock units through the unit tree, which takes a long time, but you can hire mercenaries, so you can actually recruit like a 4-star or higher unit from here and a 3-star unit for free. So if I wanted to unlock like the prefecture pikemen, I can do that right now. And wham bam, thank you ma'am. As long as I have slots, I can do that, and they will last for a certain amount of time. And then you can purchase mercenaries. These will cost you either sovereigns, which is the premium currency, or silver, which you can get in the game. But you can also just get really good units without ever having to do that. I'm probably never going to use any of these. But units are definitely the most important part of the game. Now, speaking of units, since Season 2 is now here, there are a couple units that you can get for free without even having to purchase the Battle Pass. That is the Namkin Archers, the Cavalry, and the Korchins. I don't know if I pronounced that right. And then once you unlock 2 of these, you can move on to the Serags and the 2nd level of Cavalry here. And if you unlock one of these, then you can unlock this bad boy right here. So we're slowly working on this. Got a couple more of these achievements and stuff to get, and then once you complete all of this, you will unlock the unit, and you won't have to use the unit tree or purchase it or anything like that, which is pretty cool. So you have the potentiality for getting 6 new units. As I've mentioned, sieges right now are my favorite way to play Conqueror's Blade. It's just really fun, especially when you get a well-coordinated team and you can just plow through somebody's castle and take all the points. It doesn't get much better than that. It makes it feel really good, but there are quite a few other ways to play through the game, and not just sieges. There is territory control when you get a guild, amongst many other things to do. But if you go into the battle tab, you can see that you can do training camps, you can practice against the AI. You got storming the Great Wall, which I've actually never done, and I just got high enough level for it, so I'll probably do that because I do need some more crafting materials, so I'll do that. And I'm curious to see what these Winterlight Lucky Bags are going to provide me. Then there's free battles, which is still point control, but it's not in a like raiding an actual castle. It's kind of basically taking over territories outside of a castle. Then obviously you got your siege battles. Territory wars is when you get an actual guild. You'll start in territory wars. Haven't gotten to participate in that. Expeditions are another way of doing things. I just got high enough level for Expedition 2, which I haven't done yet. And then you can get Expedition 3 at level 5. I've only done a few. These are PvE related, so you're playing against NPCs. So if you don't want to deal with other people, you can play the PvE versions. Then we've got the free battles, which is the deathmatch. I need to do a lot of deathmatch right now for these random skill pages, which are going to allow me to unlock better skills with my job. So that is pretty much the gist of Conqueror's Blade. Been having a lot of fun playing it for the past couple weeks, and I'll continue playing it for fun, but if you guys do want to actually see live streams of this while we're waiting for new games to come on the channel, or you want to see some daily videos of getting into some shenaniganry, feel free to either hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And if you've been playing Conqueror's Blade yourself, I'm curious to know if you have any tips for me for one, or what you think of the game after playing it. But thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.